Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be teaching how to cut and sew this bonnet. So if you're interested in it, kindly watch till the end. I used a cotton fabric and then an African print for it. So the first thing I did was to fold my satin fabric into two. Satin is used for the lining, and then the width is 25 inches. Sorry, the length is 25 inches, and then the width is 15.5 inches, making 31 inches in total. So I'm going to be folding it into two and then fold it into two again. First thing I'm going to be doing now is to measure 12 inches from that corner out through to the end. So you can make it bigger than 12 inches, that is if you want it to be very big, but then 12 inches is big enough for every head. So after that I went ahead to cut it out, and then when you open this up you are going to get something like a circle. So this is what I mean. I'll be using this to cut on my cotton fabric, and then this is what I have. I have two, one for lining. The satin is for lining. So next thing I'm going to be doing is to go in by 3 inches at that center and then mark ½ inch on both sides. You can actually mark 1/4 on both sides. It's also going to work. So after marking, I went ahead to connect the points together to get something like this, and then cut out. After cutting out, I'm going to be stitching it, and then after stitching, I made notches at that part so that turning becomes easy. So after notching, just open it up like this and then press it down. After pressing, this is what I have. Next thing I'm going to be doing is to make gathering stitches all around it. So stitch about 3 times so that when you pull and one tears, at least you have 2 to work on. It's better than stitching just once or twice for you to restitch again. So I pulled it to the size of my head. The size of the normal human head is 22 inches. So you make it 22, or you measure your head, whatever you have, then you use that. So the width of this is about 5¼ inches. So you can use 5 inches, or if you want it to be bigger, you can make it 6. And then after that, I folded ½ inch in on both sides. So the length of this actually depends on how long you want the band to be. This is 60 plus 17.5 inches. So it depends on how long you want it to be. Next thing I'm going to be doing is to find the midpoint of the band, and then I'm going to mark it down. And then I'll be finding the midpoint of the bonnet itself, and then I'll make a notch at that part as well. Next thing after doing this is to join the band to the bonnet. So the notched part of the band should be joined to the notched part of the bonnet, and then open up the seams. I mean the ½ inch I folded in for the band. Open it up before pinning it to the bonnet. After pinning it, I'll take it to my machine and then stitch. So at this point, I was measuring to make sure it's the actual size of my head. As you can see, I have 22¼ inches, and then I think it's okay. So I went ahead to stitch it down, and then this is what I have. Next thing I'm going to be doing is to just fold the other side on top of it, making sure it's above the seam lines you have on the bonnet. So you can either maintain this or you give it a shape at the edge. Whatever you want to do, you can go ahead and do it. So I decided to give it a little shape this way, and then I opened it up, opened the ironed parts up, and then I stitched it down. So after stitching, just open it up like this, and then you are going to get your shape. So after opening it up, this is what I have. Next thing I'm going to be doing is to fold the seams in this way, and then all I have to do is pin it down and then top stitch from the band through to the part joined to the bonnet, and then stitch. So make sure the band is meeting each other, and then make sure it is slightly above the stitched lines on the bonnet. But then for the seams of the gathers, after stitching the bonnet down, you can go ahead and then take it out. So at this point, I'm going to be stitching on top. You are stitching at the right side so that if there is any rough or mistake, it comes on the wrong side. So after stitching, this is what I have. I hope the tutorials was helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye.